debate today that will be delivered by C2BIR, the C class of the second grade. And here we go. I'm introducing you to the batch 1 motion. The motion of today's debate will be: this house believes that all schools must focus more on preparing students for employment than for universities. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our debate, allow me to read some of the rule, which is: first, every argument that will be delivered may not more than 5 minutes. And if it will be more than 5 minutes, I will give you a sign, like raising my arm. It says 5 minutes. And after that, every additional minute will reduce overall grading. After that, in the end of the session, there will be reply speech that will be delivered by both teams, starting from negative team. And the reply speech will not be more than 3 minutes. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to the performance of the debate from first batch. Time is yours. Wait. I'm not calling you yet. I'm not calling you yet. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the first statement will be delivered by the first speaker of affirmative team. To Brother Alaika, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
As the first speaker of the affirmative team, we strongly support the motion that all schools should focus more on preparing students for employment than university. School is education institution that prepares students for their future. And preparing students for employment is equipping students with practical skill, workplace knowledge, communication abilities, and job readiness. Whereas preparing students for university is focusing mainly on academic knowledge and university entrance requirements. Our team believes that schools should prioritize employment preparation because not all students attend university and every student needs skill to success in the real world. In my opinion about this motion, increasing preparation for employment will improve people's life and help students to know themselves better. When students are prepared for employment, they gain practical skills that help them secure jobs more easily after graduation. Having stable employment provides income, financial independence, and access to better living conditions. As a result, people can support themselves and their families, reduction economic stress, and improving overall well-being. A clear example is seen in SMK BRI as evidence which focus on preparing students for employment by nurturing their talents and interests. The creation the Jiva Bestari restaurant demonstrates this commitment from that school, providing students with practical experience and helping them develop the skills needed to success in the professional world. Therefore, schools should focus more on preparing students for the world of work. By doing so, every student will graduate with practical skill that can help them secure employment and achieve economic independence. That's all for my arguments from the first speaker, and thank you.
Okay. The first speaker of affirmative team spends 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Moving on into the second turn that will be delivered by the first speaker of negative team. For Brother Umam, the time is yours.
If the argument is like that, I disagree. Because of this reason, schools should actually provide more choice for students. Because the student's future is not only about getting a job. At that age, working solve my priority. Because higher education is more important. Schools should also provide a balanced curriculum. If school focuses too much on employment, studies may develop a narrow mindset because after graduation, they will only think about earning money. For example, many vocational high school or SMK graduates go directly to work after graduation because they are often directed toward industry during their school years. However, when life occurs, some of them have difficulty switching to other fields because their skill and knowledge are too specific to one type of job. Okay, that's all of my argument.
The first speaker of negative team spends 1 minute and 16 seconds. I welcome the second speaker of affirmative team. For Sister Nudia, the time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone. As the second speaker of the affirmative team, I would like to reinforce our team's case and explain why school must focus more on preparing students for employment for universities. But before that, I would like to rebut from the first speaker, the opposition. The opposition claims that university preparation keeps options open. But in reality, employment preparation opens both pathways. We agree that students should have choices. However, employment preparation gives students more choices than fewer. Students who learn practical skills can still go to the university later. But students who are just focused on preparing university may struggle if they cannot continue their education. And the opposition team said that schools should provide balanced education. Talking about balanced education doesn't mean equal to every pathway. It doesn't mean equal attention to every pathway. It means preparing students for the realities they are most likely to face. Employment preparation equips them with practical skills, financial independence, and career opportunities, while still allowing them to pursue university if they choose. That is true flexibility. And let's move to our argument. My first argument is not all students pursue higher education after graduating from school. Students come from different socioeconomic backgrounds, and some cannot afford university while others choose to work immediately graduation. So not everyone has equal access to university education, and we must realize that the need for schools to serve all students, not only those who want to continue for their higher education. According to data from Statistics Indonesia (BPS) in February 2025, there were 7.28 million unemployed people in Indonesia. The highest unemployment rate was found among young people who had just entered the labor market. This indicates that the biggest challenge after graduating from school is not getting into university, but securing employment. Therefore, schools should prioritize preparing students for the reality they are most likely to face. And the second argument is success can be achieved through various pathways, not only university education. As we can see in Indonesia, many young people have built successful careers through digital industries, entrepreneurship, vocational training, or freelancing. For example, thousands of content creators, online business owners, and vocational school graduates earn a stable income without student. So this proves that students can success. This proves that success can be achieved through various routes based on individuals' skills, talents, hard work, and interests. In conclusion, because not all students attend to university and success can be achieved through various routes, so schools should focus more on preparing students for employment. For this reason, I strongly support education. Thank you.
The second speaker of operative team spent 4 minutes and 59 seconds. I welcome the second speaker of negative team to speak up the argument for Brother Ahmad Riz. The time is yours.
Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So I'm from second semester negative team. The affirmative team says that not everyone can access. Not all students want to attend to university. Okay, we know that all students. Not all students want to attend university, that's basic. But schools should make sure every student has the chance to do so. Focusing more on employment can take away opportunities from students who may want to continue their education in the future. Like, imagine a student who really wants to go to university and achieve their dream career, like maybe he wants to be a doctor or pilot. But they have to give up on that route because these friends on school keep telling them to just get a job after graduate. Because we all know that so many people with a crime mentality around of us. So that's student may lose the opportunity to achieve their goals and reach their full potential. And the second affirmative team say that not everyone can access for university because of life background or something that. Just now we have so many chance to have what is it? HIP, who can help us to easier to university, and that's the 2.2 the reality. In Indonesia, so many unemployed because there are no preparing for job. That's because just an Indonesian people is require basic skills like MBK. You just have to can uh, wash the washing frame. And I know that students can success without university, but it is a low chance to success with the university. So many people have a dream to be as I say that doctor or pilot, and the school jobs to support their dreams and potential. That's my argument. Thank you.
The second speaker of negative theme spends 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Okay. Moving on into the next turn, that will be the third speaker of affirmative theme for Sister Wada Salumi. The time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
So I'm the third speaker from the affirmative theme. I would like to amplify our first and second speaker argument, but first I would like to rebuttal the second speaker of the opposition team. So I respectfully disagree with your argument that say the role of schools is to provide broad education, not to determine students' career paths too early. And many high-paying and influential professions requires university degrees. But the fact is, employment preparations does not force students into careers. It simply equips them with practical skills and knowledge about future opportunities. In addition, university education and employment preparation can work together. Students pursuing degrees still need workplace skills such as communication, teamwork, and problem solving. Finally, since not all students attend university, schools should ensure every graduate is prepared for economic independence and success in the real world. I would like to amplify our first speaker argument that school must first more preparing students for employment than universities because it gives a better employment opportunities and increase confidence and readiness. Studies have shown that graduates with leadership experience achieve job offers more quickly than those without workplace experience. And students that participate in career education often report feeling more prepared for interviews, workplace communication, and professional responsibilities. Because these programs help students develop practical skills such as communication, teamwork, and problem solving, which employers consistently seek. Furthermore, workplace experience increases students' confidence and readiness for professional environments. And I would also like to underline our second speaker argument that not all students pursue higher education after graduating from school. And success can be achieved from various pathways, not only from the university's education. Because in today's world, individuals can achieve success through vocational training, professional certifications, entrepreneurships, and work experience. Numerous successful business leaders and skilled professionals have demonstrated that practical skills, determination, and innovation can be just as valuable as a university education. Therefore, schools should equip students with career-ready skills that support success through various educational and professional pathways. So based on our argument, we strongly believe that school must focus more on preparing students for employment rather than universities. That's all from me. Thank you.
The third speaker of affirmative team spends 2 minutes and 46 seconds. And now we are moving on into the last statement that will be delivered by this third speaker of negative team. For her, the time is yours.
Okay, so as a third speaker of negative team, we stand against the motion that all schools must focus on more preparing students for employment than for universities. Okay, the first one I'm already get the 2 points for the first speaker of affirmative team. The first speaker said that employment preparation improves students' lives, including skills. Okay, so schools should focus on it. We agree that the employment matters. Okay, so but it seems like your argument assumes that universities doesn't prepare students for work, and that can be false. Though many high-paying like people who has high salary like doctors, engineers, lawyers, they are all require university degrees. If schools only focus on immediate employment, it might cut off the access to this type of careers before students even get the chance to choose. And the second point, the second speaker of affirmative team said that not all students pursue higher education, and university is not the only path to success. Okay, that's right, but that's exactly why school shouldn't keep one path for everyone. Okay, some students need vocational training, but some also need university too. Some students need vocational training, like the role of school is to keep both options open, not to decide for students that university isn't worth it. By focusing more on employment, you force students to into early specialization and limit their ability to change their paths later. Okay, now let me explain why our side matters more for a nation's reality. The affirmative side give us short-term employability, and we offer long-term opportunity like in educational policy. The impact that less 10 to 20 years is more important than the first 2 years after graduation. This is the reasons why our team said that this motion is rejected. The first one, look at the real data from Indonesia. According to BPS, Badan Pusat Statistik, in 2023, the average monthly wage for university graduates is 4.8 million rupiah, while for high school graduates it's only 2.9 million rupiah. That's like a 25% difference. If a school pushes students into a factory job at their 18, that students might earn quickly, but they lose access to the next career that leads to 10 until 15 million rupiah per month. In fields like IT or maybe management, that's not going to help students' life. That's copying their potential. And the second, take a concrete example. In the health sector, Indonesia still faces a shortage of 120,000 doctors, according to the Ministry of Health. You cannot become a doctor without university, and you cannot fill the gap without university. You cannot fill that gap without university. It's just the same like teachers, researchers, and engineers. And another example is that the technology industry like Gojek and Cockpad didn't grow because of high school graduates with basic job training. And they grew up because of university graduates in computer science, business, and design who had the analytical and research skills that only higher education provides. And then we know that vocational training is important, but it cannot replace or it cannot replace the critical thinking and problem solving skills that universities build. In our country, you know that we have a country that's going to be or our country is going to contribute to become a developed country by 2045. We call it Indonesia Emas. That will require at least 20% of our workforce to have higher education. We are still at 12%. So while the affirmative team gives a quick paycheck and our team gives a stronger for workforce in Indonesia. For that reason, we reject the motion that said schools must focus on preparing students for employment than for universities. Thank you.
The third speaker of negative team spent 5 minutes and 37 seconds. That was the last from Sister Anna Hoyer. And the next session will be the reply speech. That first turn will be delivered by the negative team. For the reply speech speaker from negative team, the time is yours.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
As a reply speech, I can say that the affirmative team argues that preparing students for employment will improve their lives. However, they ignore the fact that many careers require higher education. Doctor, engineers, teachers, scientists, and many other professionals cannot reach their goals without university education. That's why our argument is more reasonable. If more students choose not to continue their education, the quality of human resource in society may decline. In the long term, this can create a shortage of highly skilled professionals and slow down the social and economic development. Therefore, schools should not focus more employment than universities, which should continue to support students who want to pursue higher education.
Yes. The reply speech from negative team spends 1 minute. And now I welcome the reply speech from the affirmative team. For the speaker, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the section. As the reply speakers of the affirmative team, I would like to summarize why our side wins this debate. But first, not all students pursuing higher education after graduation from school. Students come from different backgrounds, and not everyone has the opportunity to attend university. Therefore, schools should prepare all students for their future, not only those who plan to continue their studies. Second, practical workplace skills are more relevant to today's job market. Students need communication skills, problem-solving abilities, teamwork, and real-world experience. These skills help teams become confident, independent, and ready for employment. The third, success can be achieved through many pathways, not only through university education. In Indonesia, many people succeed through entrepreneurship, vacation training, freelancing, and digital career. Success depends on skills, talent, and hard work, not only on a university degree. In conclusion, employment preparation benefits all students because every student will eventually need a job, but not every student will attend university. For these reasons, we we strongly support the motion the school should focus more on preparing students for employment than for universities. Thank you.
The reply speech of affirmative team spans 1 minute and 57 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, there we conclude the performance from the batch 1 of the debate. For all the audiences, please give applause. Well, while we are leaving the judgment for the audiences, we will save our time by inviting the batch 2 of our debate today. So, for all the speakers of the batch 1 debate, you can return to your place. But also, when you are leaving, you can say hi or waving your hand in front of the camera. Okay, thank you very much and see you on the other side. That was it.